ไม่มีเลย mic muted the whole time. Oh yeah, that's right. You know what sucks about this caption card? If I want to talk to you, I have to be plugged in, but you can't hear any shooting. Or yeah, uh, some cheap one Cheryl bought at the CDC. It doesn't have no outlets for a mic, just the straight USB and HDMI plug-in on it. That new one, holy crap, man! Have you seen the new one? Yeah, I need an Elgato. Mm. Which one? Oh, I meant the. Oh, you're watching NHL? Oh, I thought you had the NHL game. Uh, who's the guy? Share the link with me, direct message. That way I can actually watch the games. Load up a Facebook page.
But we can counter that with the same energy and beat a little better here in the second.
Felt a little bit like Carolina early. Of course, you guys
Yeah,
ended
the
up
only
shutting
bad
them
thing
out. We
is
know how that turned out
sometimes I
4 to
have to
nothing.
unplug my
This can
caption
be
card and plug it back
turned
in
around, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
in order for
Playing
it
in
to
the opposing
the
teams'
PlayStation.
arenas here, a lot of times they come out hard. That's what you got to expect. So yeah, we can definitely give a little more and adjust our game a bit.
Real quick, you got family out there?
Yeah, quite a bit. Not like the old days. After playing here a couple of years, people aren't as excited to see me play. They saw enough of me, but yeah, quite a few family members and friends. So it's fun to play in front of them.
Well, we're excited to see you out there. Thanks for the time, Nick.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Nick Dugstad joining us here as we continue our first intermission report here from Xcel Energy Center. Wild lead the Coyotes 1-0.
Going to the lobby.
Arizona Coyotes hockey is brought to you by Jack in the Box's best-selling Ultimate Cheeseburger and by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars the thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Do you do build or no build? I don't even know how to build anymore, man. I don't build. I never really built anyhow to begin with. Now it's even worse. That's all I've ever done. No. And I've been hot dropping all day. What, Warzone? Yeah, I know. I just downloaded it too.
And welcome back. We are in St. Paul as we continue here on our first intermission report. A couple of Minnesotans out on the ice today for the Arizona Coyotes. You just heard from Nick Bukestad from Blaine, and Travis Boyd is from Hopkins. That's about 20 minutes west, and so these guys are enjoying some family and friends here in the arena. Down 1-0 are the Coyotes, but it is a return home. 4 seasons at the University of Minnesota. He is the 177th overall pick by the Caps back in 2011, signing a 2-year deal with the Coyotes in the offseason. He's out there on a line today with Keller and Schmaltz, and getting to talk to his dad over the time that he spent during the dad's trip, learning what drives Boyd. How did he make it here to the NHL? Well, he's grateful for his family support.
Yeah, no, obviously this is it's a really cool trip, a really cool experience, one that obviously kind of get some lifelong memories with. I mean, obviously not just your dad, your mom as well, but for all the time and money and effort and everything that they put in.
3 months.
You know, if you fast forward, everybody says they want to, you know, end up making it here, but to do that's obviously a really humbling experience, and to be able to share a trip with your dad, because obviously it's a big part of you getting here. It's special, and we've got to do a few in the past, but not the last few years because of COVID, obviously. So it's nice to get him back out here, nice to spend some time with him, and I know he enjoys being around the team and then hanging out with all the other dads too.
Yeah, he's got an older brother that's 3 years, 3.5 plus. He has done everything his entire life to believe he's that age. So all the way up, he played ahead of his schedule. He started hockey at 3.5, and by the time he hit 8th grade, he was playing varsity stuff and then out the door to Ann Arbor. So that doesn't really surprise me. But I've never seen an individual, at least from my perspective, because I'm not a hockey guy, work in the backyard. I put a rink out there for the kids, 50 by 100, and I've never seen an individual sit out there by himself and just work the hands or work on like his backhand, where a lot of kids don't do that. So special, yeah, you could say he's here, but honestly, most kids, when they get to a tryout, that's when they go, oops, I can't do a backhand, I better go do it. He never waited, he just did it. Just seeing that drive and determination and getting there. And as it turns out, I look at my older son, who's probably his biggest fan, and I know he'd like to have had that too, but he's always there for him and supporting him and contacting him, even when he gets hurt, and coming up with things and keeping him going and those type of things. So I really appreciate that a lot. And my daughter is the youngest, and they didn't take it easy on her. It toughened her up, and she became a Division I hockey player too, and got through it and totally enjoyed the experience as well, but attributes it a lot to her brothers to trying to get her there. So he's a really good sibling with the others.
Proud parents, Brian and Jody Boyd, and Travis and Nick Bukestad, happy to be back in Minnesota. Now, can the Coyotes tie it up? We'll find out. Matt and Tyson come back with first half highlights next.
I got 1,800 on here. God knows how many I have on the. I know I got a bunch on my. Oh shoot! I just told myself almost. No. Computer and this are different. Unless they changed it. hot drop that nobody showed up here. Filled with 4 home.
Hockey is brought to you by Jack in the Box's best-selling Ultimate Cheeseburger. A great look at Nick Schmaltz. End of one today in St. Paul. 1-0 in favor of the Minnesota Wild. We talked about the 1 o'clock start time, afternoon games. You really never know what you're going to get, Tyson. I called it sleepy in the first period of play on both sides, I guess. But we talked about him in the open. Kirill Kaprizov. All he needs is a second, and he can change a game.
He certainly can, and this is a big, heavy, physical team. We talked about that, kind of taking on the identity of their general manager, Bill Guerin. That's how he played the game, and I'll tell you what, we shouldn't have been shocked at all. They came out, they laid a lot of bodies. But the good thing for the Coyotes is lots of hockey left to be played, only down 1-0.
Now you talk about laying out the bodies. We've seen a lot of that from Liam O'Brien, and that was a bit of a theme in the first period, too.
No, it certainly was, and Liam O'Brien was outstanding. Good on the back check there, middle of the ice, then he eats one. He blocks that one right up the right shin pad, and that's why he has earned the confidence of his coach, Andre Turney. And there was the physical stuff we talked about. Big hit in the neutral zone. Another big hit there by Ryan Reeves, the newest member of the Wild, and Eriksson getting involved, and then he makes the play to Kaprizov, who buries it, as we all know too well. He doesn't miss too many from that area of the ice. And Kaprizov, number 13 on the year, and that was the only goal the hockey gave. And then the Coyotes had a couple good looks themselves. That one right there, Liam O'Brien as well. And then Stetcher with the wraparound. What a save here by Marc-Andre Fleury that almost tucked in far side.
The numbers through one period of play here at XL Energy Center in downtown St. Paul are courtesy of Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
And for the Coyotes, no power plays yet. Why? Because they haven't spent enough time in the offensive zone. That's how you draw penalties. When you get the other team back on their heels, defending too much and reaching too much.
Been a bit of a block party for the Coyotes here this afternoon. 10 blocks to the 1 put up by the Minnesota Wild. But the Wild with a 1-0 lead. Kirill Kaprizov is 13th. And our second period is next.
Oh, shoot. Storm. I got one monitor for my PC. Cheryl just got a brand new freaking laptop for my reserve. And everyone I found, $1,500 to start. Oh shit, you died.
Download the Coyotes app and access tickets, unlock exclusive content, and stay up to date with the latest Coyotes news. Find it on the Apple App Store or get it on Google Play. Learn more at ArizonaCoyotes.com/app. Now, this is another sequence of the 14-game road trip. As we take a look at our Let's Go Places presented by your Valley Toyota dealers. And after tonight, Tyson, you and I are headed home for, what, 72 hours?
Yeah, incredible stuff. Just enough time to wash a few clothes, get to the dry cleaner, and
why start now?
Back on the road in LA. And that's why, though, this game is so important for the Coyotes. 3 straight games with points, finding ways. They would love to bank 2 more here and head on home.
Let's go downstairs quickly. Jody Jackson.
Guys, I just talked to Corey Stillman. He mentioned, as you saw, didn't have any forecheck. Need to correct that. Something interesting, Tyson mentioned lively boards. So got to get that puck in, but a little bit soft there. These are fast boards.
Interesting. That's
a scouting report.
That's the details of the game right there. No stone unturned for these coaches.
Greenway will play it across as we're into the opening minute of period number 2.
Detroit was always like that. The old Joe Arena.
Joe Louis Arena.
Joe Louis Arena, my goodness. Fastest, hardest boards in the game.
Out of the zone it goes, and the Minnesota Wild will get it back to center. Matt Boldy has it. He was cut off beautifully by Nick Bukestad. Wild will reset here. 40 seconds gone in the opening period as they play it across. Now Greenway. And it's fired in. Matias Michelli behind the net. And he'll move it along. And Juuso Valimaki. Back to center. Schmaltz. Sent one in. Fleury. Played that high off the glass. Fleury coughed it up. Nearly an opportunity. They had Keller going to the front.
Did he ever? What a play. And that's what the Coyotes talked about in between periods. Get on the board.
Oh shit, there's people here.
There's an opportunity. Chychrun shoots over the top of the net. Jacob Chychrun never shy to shoot.
You got to hit the net, though. And right downtown. Great scoring area, but more importantly, a rebound.
He had 7 shots in the game on Friday night in Detroit.
Averaging 6 shots a game in the first 3 games he's played. Love everything about it. He's also got
I can't even come back for you because there's people there.
Bounces in on
running away from them. They went right through them. They didn't even get a shot on him.
Because you know when he gets it, it's going to the front of the net. So you get there as a player. And here's Marc-Andre Fleury trying to play that puck. Too much time. We talked about that the other night. You have too much time to think. That could be a dangerous thing. As Boyd comes right in there, almost picks his pocket with Keller going to the net. We got a tilt here.
Yeah, this is Foligno and Liam O'Brien in the circle. Marcus Foligno.
Foligno is a big boy. That is one big hombre, and he's loving it, trying to get the crowd into it. And good for Liam O'Brien. He knew what he was up against and how this whole thing started. Connor Ingram freezes the puck, and this happened way after the fact. Foligno comes right out, little shove. And O'Brien, the smaller man, but got in a few good licks himself.
All right. Had a fight on Friday in Detroit. One here this afternoon.
What a game.
St. Paul.
O'Brien, what a season O'Brien is having. And again, he's still doing what he's supposed to do. What got him to the league, what got him on this Coyotes team. And he's also adding a lot of different elements to his game as well. Earning the confidence and the respect of his teammates and coaching staff out there in a lot of different situations that we never would have seen him in last year. Out there in the last minute of certain games, killing penalties.
Dean Evison's fired up about something, and could there be an extra 2 minutes being added here? Marcus Foligno's worked up.
Yeah, they're getting a roughing and a fighting on this play, and it's going to be Zuccarello that goes for rough. And Foligno is hot. He is giving it to the referee. He just threw his helmet down in the penalty box, and he's gonzo, I think.
Yeah, he's going to the locker room. So he'll get at least 10. A 2-5 and 10. He is
hot,
losing his mind.
Goodness. What? I looked down at the replay at the monitor. I missed the entire
I see it. Can't do builds, man. No, I
Edmonton's
don't
still
even get
trying
to watch
figure out
hockey,
what
man, unless I go
has
to the game.
transpired himself.
I gotta go back to Laos, man. I can't play this shit.
He wants an explanation. Not sure he's going to get one.
No builds there, man. I would have
Look,
destroyed more.
it looked on the replay like Foligno kind of cross-checked and challenged O'Brien, and then O'Brien obliged and came after him, but
So is that the instigator, or I have no idea what's going on here.
so 2, 5, and 10. It's going to be a roughing, an unsportsmanlike conduct, and a fighting penalty. Looks like Matt Zuccarello is going to serve.
Well, we got the unsportsmanlike for after.
What do you get an hour now?
And yelling at the referee from the penalty box, I would imagine. Zuccarello's going to serve the extra.
3 or something like that.
But I want to know, I guess he was so hot because of the extra 2.
Yeah, so the 2-minute minor was for unsportsmanlike conduct, and then the 5 for the fight, and then the misconduct is, as we just saw him as he goes to the Minnesota locker room. Keller's got it. Coyotes on the power play, and it goes back out high, and they'll work it around. Jacob Chikrin for Gostisbehere, now Chikrin towards the front, and it goes over the top and wide and out of play.
Though it sucks.
We got the initial rough.
Bill Mays is going
Didn't
up.
like it, yelled at the referee, got the extra 2 for the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, 2, 2, 5, and 10, so it's a 4-minute power play for the Coyotes, or a double minor they've got up on the Minnesota side. There's no announcement by either referee, Chris Schlenker or Peter McDougall, as the Coyotes will look to set it up in behind the net.
Hey, I've been in here for a year. You know, cost of living's high, man, so it's time to go to bat for me. I got my cousin a job. He fucked it. Yep, he just stopped coming. I'm just unfriending him right now. Probably.